Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. Glad you're here. Glad you came to join us. Thank you.
Glad you guys are here.
Yeah. We got the watermelon cups, a little callback to podcast number 2 if you haven't seen it.
Number 2.
It's in the 90s now. We're hoping to hit 100 soon.
It's just as nostalgic as the 90s.
I was talking about the views.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
That podcast is in the 90s.
Wow.
We're trying to hit 100. What's it, 91, right?
It was 91 last time I checked.
Yeah. So we're hoping we can get our first 100 soon. And we're trying to get it out there.
That's right.
Trying to blow up. So
right. We're doing it right now at what, 9:30?
Yeah, it's
9:47.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Got to make it happen, in between schedules, work.
Got to get the grind going, Bert goes to Little Rock, says he's gonna be back at around lunchtime. I'm waiting on a phone call and I sleep until 4 p.m. today.
And it was just bound to happen.
Just come down and get it done at 10.
Yeah.
We had a little fiasco today. We're trying to, we've been having some issues with our YouTube video as far as trying to get the video to actually last the whole time.
That's right.
So we were wanting to get a camera because that would just be better all around. But unfortunately, a camera that doesn't just blow, or to get something better than using my phone, it would be $500 minimum, maybe $600 if you want to get the best for that like low price range. And we're not really down to spend that kind of money right now. Not yet. One day maybe, but for now,
reinvest.
For now, not right now. So we we kind of looked around and we found a thing where I can transfer what I'm storing on my phone onto a SD card. So I got that, and it didn't have the SD card in it, and so we had to go back, and then we got some Panda Express.
Right. Waited for a minute.
Waited for like 30 minutes just to get the order going.
But it was much needed.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
Sure was.
I got the honey chicken.
Okay.
No,
I got
chicken.
the
honey chicken. I got the orange chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. On that episode where we talked about Chick-fil-A,
mm-hmm.
one of my buddies told me that he was like, bro, y'all talked about food for like 30 minutes. So we're done talking about food
For now.
Except for these watermelon cups, because they go hard.
They do go pretty hard.
So Bert's working at Walmart now. Back on the grind. Is that okay? Okay to put out there?
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason I say this is because Bert's back in Walmart, and I just finished working at Lowe's. So in that one podcast where I said Lowe's sucks.
Yeah.
I'm free. I can say it now.
Yeah, you can devour it.
I can say it now. Yeah. But what's interesting, Bert gets back to Walmart. Now I'm going to be working at Walmart soon too.
That's right.
Just in a separate.
Like the good old days.
Totally separate. Yeah, totally separate work. But
yeah, it's going to be exciting.
We're back. We're both employed under the same roof now. So.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same roof.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know.
We're both at Walmart now, so we're about to be running it up. One day Bert's gonna be CEO, and I'll be his right hand man on the back end.
CEO Junior.
CEO Junior. They gotta make a new title for me.
You know how much that guy makes a year? The CEO.
The
of
CEO.
Walmart? Yeah. Take a guess.
More than. Oh, you want me to guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
In a year.
Yeah, it was his annual
as
salary.
The CEO.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, dude. I really have no idea. I hope I don't sound stupid.
I mean, most people are not gonna know what
I'm gonna gun for like 100 million in a year.
No, I mean you overshot, but
okay.
He makes like 27 million a year.
I'm not, considering I'm not too far off.
Yeah. In a
way, because that's pretty high. Both of those are pretty high.
That's insane.
Dang, 27 million. That's wild.
Yeah.
What?
To do what? Like when you're at that point, like what decisions are you really making?
I don't know. I guess at that point you're dealing with like your business partners and stuff like that. Yeah,
other
like meetings and stuff.
Right? I mean, yeah, I get that. You gotta like go down the tree, but it's like you're the CEO. You're like vice president. Even though Just not much is going on. Besides paychecks.
Yeah. I don't know what you do as a CEO. I'm not really 100%.
No, I'm sure there's a lot of CEOs out there that really go ham into what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know.
But, at the same time, like, you definitely see, like, those CEOs are always on, like, vacations and stuff, Yeah. They're always taking those beachside vacations, going to resorts and stuff. Yeah. So they definitely, it is funny to think that they've got way more, like, free time, and they're making way more money doing less work. But the work they're doing is more valuable. Yeah. So it makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, it is funny. I never really thought about that. Again, to reference a past episode, got my hair cut yesterday.
Beautiful.
You also got your hair cut? Not yesterday.
Monday.
2 days ago. Yeah. Looking clean. You got that little duck bill coming down.
That's right.
What you call that?
Right
style?
Here?
Yeah.
It's like the little devil lock.
Devil lock.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's like what the Misfits would wear, but this one just comes natural.
I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't choose it.
You didn't choose it.
It chose me, right?
It chose you.
I'll wear it.
But we were talking about how they like wash your hair and stuff at the salon or whatever. When you get your haircut. We were on the first episode, I think. You were talking about how in Florida they'll doll you up for you. You said something about getting dolled up.
Yeah, they will.
I went yesterday, and the girl who's been cutting my hair, we haven't, since, man, it's been years since I got my hair washed at the place, and like, cause I never did it with her. And I went there yesterday, and I was like, like, I haven't got my hair washed in a while. Or no, my hair was like, so when I had like when I had the longer hair, like it was good for me to like not wash it every day, because when I wash it, it's kind of like this where it kind of wants to like come out. Mm-hmm. But when I didn't wash it for like 1 or 2 days, then it would really like lay down better, and it really did look better.
Do you wash your hair every day?
No, not every day.
Neither do I.
Yeah. I've heard different things. I mean, my mom hates that I don't wash my hair every day, because she always says, "Hey, it looks so greasy. It looks so greasy."
It's got to do it every other day.
It doesn't look greasy though. Like it just lays down. It doesn't look greasy. It's not like super oily or anything.
How many times do you shower a day?
Once every day. I just don't wash my hair every time.
Okay, I shower twice.
Twice a day? Dang, no, I don't do that. Yeah. I'll shower once a day, and on the days when I don't wash my hair, I'll just put it up, and I'll just wash my body, and
put your little shower cap on.
Yeah.
You got from grandma's house.
I still wash my face and my beard too, because like I have a problem with my face where like this area between my eyebrows and like on the side of my nose and stuff. Like I'm sure you've seen it. It'll turn like bright red, and like the skin is like flaking off.
Or you need
like
to put some lotion on it.
Nah, lotion don't work. I've got some like this is funny, but I've got some like dandruff shampoo that I just rub on my face. Yeah. And it works. So like usually so I think it's been flaring up because of the summer, but sometimes sometimes I'll miss a day where I wash like my face with that shampoo specifically, and then it'll flare up like a lot worse. So right now, I've been hitting it like every day religiously, because it was really bad for a while, and it's pretty good right now. Like there's barely anything here. But
you could start wearing makeup.
You think I'd look cute?
I
could join like a boy band if I start wearing makeup.
It's BTS.
Yeah.
You'd have to cut it a little shorter. But you know how they had like the bob? Like all the moms and grandmas would wear the bobs?
Gosh.
A lot of them still do. You got the Karen?
Well, I could just cut my hair a little shorter, and have like the little like, and then I'll just put makeup on. I'll lose 80 pounds, 90 pounds maybe. I'll get down to like 120 pounds. I'll be like a pencil. No muscle. We wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want any muscle. I'll change my race.
Okay.
I'll become Korean. And then I'll join a boy band.
Nice.
And then makeup would look good on me.
Have you ever watched the videos of the guys that are straight and they wear makeup? Like there's dudes out there that are straight that wear makeup.
No.
And I'm not talking about the actors.
I haven't seen
that, like going on talk shows or anything.
Yeah,
but there was
that's mandatory. You don't get to choose.
Right,
not your fault. But if it was me, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, he said it's right here.
Yeah. Just cover that red spot up. That's all I need. Nah, bro, I'm trying to. I ain't wearing no makeup.
There was a video of a guy, and he got so many comments on both sides. There's like hate and like, oh, that's awesome. But he was doing like a skincare routine, and the dude had a beard too. And just
that's crazy.
Looking at you with a beard made me think of it.
That's
but yeah,
crazy.
he was doing his whole thing, you know, and people were just like, why is this dude wearing makeup? You know, you get a full beard, which can, like, just run into having a beard, you know? It's just like, you want a full, like, smooth face to do that.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That's goofy.
I need to find it, and I'll send it to you. But
if this video gets 100 likes, me and Bert will do makeup on the next podcast.
I almost agreed to it, but...
How many likes would it take?
To put makeup on?
Yeah.
They better be telling their friends, grandmas,
If you tell your friends,
sisters.
grandmas... Well, wait. Hold it till the end.
Okay.
Hold it till the end. We'll let you know at the end who you got to tell.
Yeah.
And then if you tell all of those people, give us proof that you told everyone.
If we get...
All right, here's what we'll do. We will seriously, we'll give like the longest chain. And if you can prove that you spread it across this chain that we make of people, we'll wear makeup on this one.
We'll put it on if we get so many views within a certain amount of time.
Okay. So how many? Views or likes? You gotta like.
Likes? Yeah, but views are going to be better.
Okay, so
it's going to be easier.
Okay.
So,
you want it to be easy? He's just trying to wear makeup. He might be a little fruity.
Whoa.
We got a little Drake on here. Help.
So how many? 300? 200? 250. Let's just make
250 views?
Yeah, 250.
1,000. Whoa.
This guy's pushing. I mean, I love the but dang.
All right, 250.
What about
250?
And what's today? The 15th.
Today
16th.
is the 16th. This will probably upload tomorrow because I woke up so late today.
Awesome.
I'll get it done tonight. I'll probably have it up at 3 a.m. tonight.
Okay, so if we get 250 views,
don't hold me to that though.
250 by the end of August.
250 by the end of August. So they got like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 14 days. No, it's like 2 weeks exactly.
Okay.
All right, 250 by the end of August.
Yeah, for this specific one, right?
All right, we're taking too much time on this. 250 views by the end of August. Then the next podcast after August.
Yeah.
First podcast of September.
We'll have someone do our makeup. Or no, we can do our
makeup.
makeup.
I can do our makeup.
No, we can do our makeup.
Or we can do our makeup.
Just to show.
Have you ever
how good we are?
Have you ever you've had quite a few females in your life?
My mom and my grandma, if that's what you're talking about.
Spot on. You ever do another girl's makeup? Or have you ever let your girl do your makeup before?
When I was 5 years old, my first girlfriend ever lived 2 doors down from me. And I remember coming home one night. I mean, we were just, obviously it was like kitty, right? Just like.
Yeah, you have a 5-year-old girlfriend?
Yeah. Well, I considered her girlfriend, whatever.
Of course, yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I remember coming home one night, and she, tried to do makeup. My dad's like, what are you wearing? It was funny. But that's the only time.
That's like what I was telling you earlier about my cousin, who, he, just we were just goofing around, and he, put his sister's, clothes on or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then my aunt was like, what are y'all doing? What are you trying to be a girl? What? That's funny. But, no, so when I was in the past, I did my ex-girlfriend's makeup, and I gave her a full white face, and I remember that what I did was so bad, but it was not that bad.
You're saying it looked bad, but it wasn't.
It was bad on I was on purpose putting bad stuff on there, but then when I look, it wasn't bad actually.
Yeah.
It was almost like I was drawing, I was drawing something.
Yeah.
But it worked out, cause I said I used a white, not white, but a really bright. It was almost white, and then I used black on the eyes and just had them around and whatever.
Yeah.
But somehow, I was trying to do something terrible to be funny, but it was not bad.
Joke's on you.
But then she did it to me, and It was awful.
Joke's on you again.
Joke was on me.
The whole time.
The jokes were all on me. And trying to get the makeup off, bro, after
Yeah.
you, like, pounded it on, especially, man, dude, I just remember this. I'm pretty sure she used, like, eyeliner or, like, eyelash, whatever, dude. I don't even know what they are. But she used that to, like, make, like, big black circles around my eyes. And, oh, no, maybe my eyebrows? She put it, like, on my eyebrows to, like, make them, like, black. But whatever she did, it was, like, not something that just washes off easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, something, like, really stays on. And I was scrubbing for, like, 30 minutes to get it off.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. You
ever hear of, like, the older ladies mainly? Like, they'll get their eyebrows tattooed?
Yeah, I've heard of girls who, like, shave their eyebrows and then they draw them in.
Yeah.
They look terrible.
Well, no, they should get them tattooed on there.
Tattooed? I've seen... Yeah. I don't think I've heard about that, like, getting tattooed. I've seen guys who get, like, their bald head tattooed.
Yeah.
To look better. And those kind of surprisingly don't look so bad.
Yeah.
I guess when it's, like, bald compared to, like, having that black on there, it actually, like, gives the illusion of hair being on the head.
Yeah.
So it kind of works for guys when they do that. But I haven't seen that, I guess. But the thing about eyebrows is that the hairs are a lot longer. So, like, you know, if a dude tattoos, like, black all over their head, black dots everywhere, like, it's really normal for guys to just have, like, stubble hair, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't look, I mean, it kind of looks like they actually have hair. But for, like, a girl to just, like, tattoo, like, black on their eyebrows, like, you know, eyebrows aren't just, like, dots, right? They're not just, like, stubble.
But I guess you lose this hair as you get older, too.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Some people do. Some people probably just bushes up.
You know, I think I talked about how I used to get in between my eyebrows waxed back in the day. And I'm right now realizing that, like, you know, first off, we already determined that this does not grow in so bad anymore. But I'm realizing right now that my eyebrows are, like, really short.
Maybe you need to get them tattooed.
I'll do it if we get
betting on likes.
If we get 1,000 views in 1 week, I'll shave my eyebrows.
You get them tattooed on?
Dude, I don't know if I can get a tattoo.
Because
I don't even have any regular tattoos. I don't know if I could just tattoo my eyebrows up like that.
Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause I'm about to watch it 1,000 times by the end of the week.
I'm telling you right now, if we get 1,000 views in 1 week, I'll shave my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Not my beard.
It's still gonna look weird, so yeah.
Dude,
but we're not gonna get that.
10 million views in a day couldn't make me shave my beard. It's too bad.
10 million?
10 million in a day?
I think it would.
I couldn't, bro.
I think
because then nobody watched the podcast after that. I'd be too ugly. They'd be like, oh.
Well, apparently 10 million people would be watching it.
I'm saying they'd all have to turn away.
For the next, just get like 2 or 3 views, and then get it taken down.
It's like my mom and your mom. And that's it. Yeah, no, dude. I need my beard.
I could shave it. I debated on like shaving mine here recently.
Well, you'd look all right. I have the worst like double chin.
Dang, all time. That's what a lot of dudes be having.
But bro, it's so unfair, bro. Cause like literally, there've been, you know, I got a little weight on me right now. You know, in the past, like I was thin, not like skinny, but like
damn boy,
I was not but yeah. I was not like this much. Like, you know, right now, we ain't gotta say, but back then, I like the lowest I got was like 180, and like, bro, dude, that's pretty good. Like that's got to be pretty thin, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I still had a double chin, bro. But I look around and there's some fat hoes out here that got a belly like 350 pounds out here,
loud and proud,
and they're shooting the jawline straight back, dude. It just pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's not even fair, bro. What they doing? Like, it's because they eat so much.
And like
they work in that jaw.
That liposuction or just some cosmetic surgeries.
I'm talking about people that just naturally.
Oh.
Like, bro, there are some. It's like really unfair. There are some fat people that just have a chiseled up jawline, bro.
Chiseled up.
Dude, it's so angry.
Putting it on right now.
Don't even ask me, bro. Dude, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of where I am right now.
Don't need to go get the scale out?
I weighed this morning for the first time, actually. You want to know?
In a long time? Go ahead.
You know what it is? Today was 237.
I was gonna say 235.
Yeah, it was 237. So, not proud of that.
I weigh like 210,
Really?
something within that.
You don't look that big.
So I guess it's just the height.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm not that tall.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
On the dot?
Yeah.
So we're about the same height then. Yeah.
I got a weird body though.
Why's that?
It's just weird.
What's weird about it?
I can't find pants that look right on me or fit me. Shirts usually don't look right or fit me. There's just a lot to it.
Can't find shoes big enough. Gotta wear the sandals.
No. I can find shoes that fit, but
You got Bigfoot over here.
it's just weird because I wear a 13, and then like my pants, like I'll get like regular fit pants, you know,
Yeah.
not slim. I don't wear anything like that. Just like regular fit pants, and then my shoes make me look silly because they're way too big.
Oh, you're wearing them clown shoes.
And I usually get slimmer shoes. I'd never get anything that's thick.
See, I got a really wide foot, so I
Same.
always got to order the wides. You get the wide shoes too?
I
Bro, but sometimes the wide
No.
ones are not even big enough for me. Like, I got to search for a shoe that'll fit my foot sometimes.
man,
Because it's right, you know, it's like this, you know, my socks got to hold it. But, you know, it's right under the toes, like, you know, the ball of your feet. It's just, like, wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell yours is like that, too.
It
Yeah.
hangs over.
For sure.
So, like, there was a lot of shoes I used to wear growing up that were too small, but I didn't really notice it at the time or really cared about it. But skateboarding, especially, like growing up skateboarding, a lot of the shoes are thinner.
Yeah, you're right.
And, like, a lot of, like, Adidas and Nikes, they'll base their shoes off, like, soccer shoes and stuff. And then they'll, like, bring it over to the skateboarding side. And you're like, oh, those are great. You know, they're cool looking. You wear them, and it's like your feet are just getting cramped up.
Yeah, speaking of my socks
Okay.
having holes in them, one of my toes just jammed through my sock. Let me go and pull that back in. My toes got stuck outside for a little bit.
If
They
anybody
got
wants-
locked out.
If anybody wants to buy this guy a new pack of socks, be highly appreciated.
This is what I'm putting all my funds into the podcast. I can't afford socks right now.
Every time he comes over, there's a hole in each sock.
That is true.
Very true.
That is true.
What size you wear?
Almost all of my socks have holes. I wear size 11 shoe.
Okay,
That
so
helps.
you can get him a men's 6 to 12 fit. I believe that's how the sizing goes.
If anyone wants to send me some socks, DM me. I give you the Addy.
Man, we do the advertisement
Post them over. Hey,
for a sock company.
I gotta reach out real quick to someone. There's a guy that I worked with at Lowe's on my last night. I talked to him about the podcast. He said he'd be down to come on, little guest
All
action.
right, yeah.
And he gave me his phone number. Let me tell the story. I put it in my pocket. Right. He wrote it down. I put it in my pocket. I'm like, all right. I had some other stuff in my pocket. And when I pulled out the other stuff, I must have dropped the paper with his phone number on it as well.
Sounds cap, but go ahead.
Chill. I must have dropped it somewhere. I really don't know where it is. But I'm not dodging you. I hope you're watching. I'm not dodging you. I lost your phone number. Go follow us on Instagram. Give us a DM. DM me, and I'll get in contact with you.
You told him about like the
Yeah, I
name
told
of
him
the
about
podcast and
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
He knows
Maybe
everything.
he's
I
watching.
searched it up on his phone. I followed it on Spotify. So I hope he sees this. when it
Drop
comes
your
out.
phone number in the comments below and your social security.
This will be the test. Yeah, put your credit card information. I'll buy myself a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Now this is
Exactly.
yeah. I'm really just testing him. I'm just testing him to see like, is he watching? Is he really watching? We're like 24 minutes into the next episode.
We'll see if he is.
If he's watching, then he gets his chance to be on. If he's not watching, then he'll miss his chance.
Yeah.
He'll know who he is though. He'll know who he is. It's the guy I was talking to about being on. He gave me his phone number. No one else gave me their phone number that day, so he knows who he is.
Dang.
I won't drop his name out there
No.
just yet. Not yet. One of these days. Yo. Scratching that itch.
Itchy boy.
Bro, why'd that make me think of like a bug or something?
A bug?
I don't know. Yeah, for some reason.
Because.
Not like a bug on you. Like I was thinking like you're a bug.
Oh my god.
Like you know how flies like rub their
Yeah.
hands together. But that's not what you were doing. So why did
raccoons do that?
Why did I think
what's
of
wrong
that?
with you?
Why did I think of that? Raccoons.
Yeah, raccoons.
You're talking about flies, bro. You know, you ever see a
they'll
fly
rub their
land?
hands together.
Yeah, you see a fly land, they're like, they start spazzing out.
Maybe.
They start rubbing their hands together.
Yeah, Rhino's got a Venus flytrap in there.
Oh, for real?
And we got 2 fly swatters right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we really need to, we'll both go at it. One in each hand of each person. Anyway. Yeah, so...
okay.
With that being said, we try to injure the fly, but where it's still alive, and then we feed it to the Venus flytrap. Apparently, they need like 1 fly per month.
Really?
I believe. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just one. What if you overfeed?
It's probably like anything else. It could probably not be good. I don't know. Plant Guru is in there.
Huh?
So the plant guru is in there.
Oh, the plant guru. The medicine guru.
The doctor.
We need to get the expert on. Got some questions.
We have some questions.
But yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got the Army Reserves equals part-time.
Oh, yeah. So, I woke up yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Last time I was actually off. They're trying to recruit me. They said you can do Army Reserves part-time or active duty full-time.
Let me take a peek.
Okay, hang on. Let me
see
look.
Uncle Sam on there.
Okay, totals for college. They'll pay up to $146,000
Dang.
for college. Here.
Let me take a peek what we got here.
Should we join?
For if we get
Just keep betting on the podcast.
if we get 5,000 likes in 3 days, we'll join the Army full time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So
We're gonna be doing the podcast in the barracks.
sheesh, enlistment bonus 40 grand.
That's what I'm
Yo,
saying.
I'm gonna have to enlist and just like AWOL.
And then,
You know what I'm saying?
and then you spend all the money.
I'll take my cool 40 and just chill. Hey, we could buy a camera if we both.
Look,
that's 80. That's 80 grand if we
you
both
go in there and you go AWOL. You spend all the money, and then your bank account's like negative 40,000 because they take it back.
Ooh.
That'd be really bad.
Nah, I'll sue. I'll be like, that's my money. You don't play my money. You don't play my money.
Look,
Don't pay my money. That's my money.
they'll find you and take you out so quick, and then it won't matter anymore.
Take me out like
So-
they took out JFK.
You can either go full time or part time.
Yep, that's true.
Wonder if it's an 8 to 5 shift. Or
Oh, let me find out for you. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. 8 to 5. Every 5 days a week.
Monday through Friday.
Dude, Friday 8 to 5. Yeah, this is like Monday. You be doing some push-ups. Yeah.
Man.
Tuesday you're gonna fire some artillery.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wednesday you ride around in a truck all day. Thursday you gay with your friends.
This is a Gavia thing.
Huh?
That's the Gavy.
What? What are you talking about?
I knew a guy. And he said one of
I
those-
said being gay with your friends. What's a gavy? What's the?
I
Gavy?
said that's the Gavy, the branch.
What's the?
The
The
gavy.
gavy.
Yeah, bro.
How do I not know about the gavy, bro? It's so obvious.
Maybe it's a good thing you don't.
All right, listen. Let me tell you something. Actually, screw the army. First off, screw the military at this point.
Let me see this.
Here's the thing.
If we're working out to get paid, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, actually, bro, you just listen. Let me tell you something. I was sitting in bed the other night, and I'm gonna tie this in with something else. But I was sitting in bed the other night, and I was just thinking, like, dang, that panda's coming back.
Woo, boy.
Woo. Hey, we are back on the panda. I can't hold it in. All right, so listen. I was sitting in bed the other night, and I was thinking about like, you know, I want to get in shape, but I have a hard time like forcing, like having the will to do it. Everyone struggles with that to a point until they finally make it, right? And so like I've done diets in the past, and I've lost the weight in the past. I haven't been doing it recently, obviously. Hoping to start soon, but I've worked out in the past, but like not, I've never like stayed on it, stayed consistent. And I thought, like, the best, if you think about it, like for someone who really wants it, who is like legitimately like willing to like do it, they just like get, I just get persuaded to like not stay on it in like in the real world. But bro, I was thinking, if I join the Navy,
yeah,
and then go to like try to be a SEAL, I feel like, and this may just me being like retarded. Sorry, we can't say that word. I'm gonna say it anyways. I guess I might as well be being dumb. Then, man, I hope the video doesn't get taken down for that though. Actually, oh well.
They're not worried about us.
They ain't worried about us. I ain't worried about them. Anyways, so go to the Navy, go try to be a SEAL, and as crazy as it sounds, like I feel like once I'm there, like I think this is just me imagining things, but I feel like I would be able to like go through like the extreme, process, and like not give up on it.
Well, yeah, because you're kind of doing that every day anyway, especially basic training.
Yeah, but there's so many guys that go through all the other stuff and then they get to the SEAL part and they're not cut out for it.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
But I'm saying that like I'm pretty sure that like I just feel like if I actually had like somebody over me and like I didn't have to worry about like providing for myself or whatever, like I go into a program and it's all everything's, I'm directed everywhere, like I'm just put everywhere that I'm supposed to go. I don't know. I feel like I could actually do that. Like I feel like I wouldn't drop out. I might just be talking out my behind, but I feel like I would. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, and this is where we get into like a bit of a deeper conversation. I don't know if we've talked about this, but the state of the world right now is kind of not
the
good.
best.
I'll
finish that for you.
It's not anywhere near the best, and especially with our president right now. But just, I mean, it's not just America. But what I'm talking about, I guess, is only for America. The military is only America. So, our president kind of sucks. He's dirty with a lot of foreigners. He's corrupt. He's definitely like willing to get into wars. I'm surprised that we're not already in a war yet. I mean, we give so much aid to Ukraine and everything. That's a whole different topic. But listen, here's the thing, and I guess this is kind of about Ukraine in a very roundabout way, but it's not just about Ukraine. I used to say, back when I was in probably like high school, I used to say that if we ever got into a war, if the United States got into a war and there was a draft, then even though I would never choose to be in the military normally, like, as a civilian, whatever, if we got into a war and there was a draft, then I would be willing to sign up to save someone else from getting drafted, if that makes sense. Because I felt like
make a petition for it or what?
No, not make a petition. Like I'm saying that like if we got into a draft, then I would think like, well, someone's getting drafted. Let me just volunteer, so that somebody else doesn't have to go. I'll just go ahead and say like I'll go, gotcha. And then maybe if somebody else was going to get drafted other than me, then in a way I'm taking like somebody's spot. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's one less person going to get drafted.
He said, hell, I'm not working at Lowe's anymore. I got all the time in the world.
But no, I'm talking about like in high school. Like I was thinking that kind of thing. And the reason is like if we got into a war, like if we actually got into a war, then I would be thinking like, okay, well then it's worth fighting for to like keep our freedom and like keep this country what it is and everything. And you know, back then I didn't even know as much as I know now, and I still thought we were doing great. That might have been during Trump's presidency, so that might have had something to do with it as well. Because I think Donald Trump became president when I was 16, and I wouldn't have even cared about these kind of things if I wasn't 18. So it must have been while Trump was in. So that probably had something to do with it too.
Yeah.
Because I probably at that time I had confidence in our country, and I also think that at that time there was some questions about like some wars, when Trump did like some missiles or like some bombings or something, and like people were all freaking out like, oh, there's gonna be a war. But you know, obviously he had it under control, but nobody wanted to give Donald Trump any credit for anything. So
right.
But everyone was crying like, oh, there's gonna be another war. Oh,
World War III is coming.
You remember that? Yeah, everyone was talking about World War III at the time. Yeah. Everyone. Anyways, at that time I was like, yeah, if something happens, I'll sign up. That's what I was thinking. Now, if there was a draft, not only would I not sign up, if I was drafted, I would refuse. Or like I would run away.
Pull a Ted Nugent?
I'd run away. Is that what he did?
Well, he got sick on purpose, I'm pretty sure.
Sick on purpose? Mm-hmm. How do you get sick on purpose?
You could do it.
How?
You make yourself sick just by not eating or like...
probably
like poisoning yourself in a way.
Get a little bottle of Corona.
I don't know what he did exactly, but...
You go out and buy a 6-pack of Corona? Get you a little...
You could do that, yeah.
No.
But he did something.
Yeah. I feel like I might have heard that. But anyways... it's not just that I'm at the point where like I don't feel like that's what I would do anymore. It's like not only would I not volunteer, if I was drafted, I would run away. Like I would try to escape. I can't give out my plans.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you after the podcast. I can't put it out there. And then if I get drafted, they're gonna come track me down.
You can run and hide, but. I mean, no,
they're not going to be out of the States.
They're not going to like come track you down because they're not going to be that worried.
See, that's the thing is like you know, I say that, and then it's like, you know, what are they going to do? Find me? Like they got a war to worry about.
After they give you the microchip in the arm, after you go to basic training, then they'll track you down.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't going to go to no basic training. I get out of here.
Well, you won't be. No,
I'd be gone.
No,
they ain't going to find me. There's countries. Well, like maybe just one or two, but there's countries out there where they won't send you back if you're like a criminal. Like they'll allow you to live in their country, and they won't like give you up.
Okay, speaking of the tracking thing,
there's places you can go, or just like get a new identity. You know what I'm saying?
That's only in the movies.
Hold on, I gotta explain myself before you go on the tracking thing, because people are gonna hear that and be like, "What? He's not caught up in that patriot." Yeah. And that's like that couldn't be farther from the truth. Here's the thing.
Yeah. You got an American flag tattooed on your back. I understand.
Here's the thing. When I used to think that I'd be willing to volunteer, the reason was because, one, you know, I would love to. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like amazing or whatever, but like I would be willing to take somebody else's place, you know, in that kind of situation, so that they wouldn't have to go. But also,
we got a hero on the podcast.
No, chill. But also, like, because of, like, I would believe that what I was fighting for is something like just or like good, you know, because at that time, like, if we got into a war, I would believe that it wasn't our fault, that it was somebody else's fault. And therefore, like, it's us being attacked and we're defending. And so I'm willing to defend our country, right? What I'm not willing to do is go and fight for world leaders' political power and money. And if we get into a war today, there's no, like, good guy, bad guy. There's no right or wrong. There's just wrong. There's just bad guys. If we got into a war right now, it's just bad guys fighting each other. Like there's not a political leader. there's not a big world leader out there right now who's worth fighting for, and especially because if we got in any wars right now, it would solely be for money and power for those leaders. And I refuse to, one, fight for somebody else's money and power who's evil in a way. I mean, it's just evilness. Those people are. And two, I'm not going to sacrifice my morality of killing someone for that reason. If I'm defending something, if I'm under the impression that we're being attacked and I'm defending, then I can fight in self-defense. But in that situation, I'm not defending anything. Like it's just these high powers benefiting.
It's pointless, yeah.
Like Joe Biden's not going to go out on the battlefield and fight. Like Zelensky's not. He posts pictures of him in war gear and stuff, but like they're all photo ops. Like he's not doing any fighting. He's just putting on a big show for everyone. You know Zelensky, right? Ukraine's leader.
My dad's, yeah.
So he's just a big fake. I mean, obviously Vladimir Putin's not going out fighting, and I'm not even saying that I like hate all these people. Well, I respect Putin to a point. I don't think he's a good guy. I respect him to a point. I do think that Zelensky and Biden are far worse than him. That's a different story. Anyways, I would not do something that immoral, because at that point I would feel like killing them is murder and not self-defense, and I will not do that. I would rather run from the government and be looking over my shoulder for the rest of my life.
It's gotten really weird, like it really has. And America's got really soft,
yeah,
as well.
Yes, it is very soft.
Well,
people just don't know what's going on. Like a lot of people, I think I was talking about this to you one time recently, but like a lot of people, you see so many people, like so many like activists, and I'm putting quotes on that. So many activists, they don't actually know what they're talking about. And like, it's these like people who like, here's the thing. These people, they don't actually care about politics at all. They don't care about politics. They're probably the kind of people who like wouldn't bother voting, or like uneducated about politics. They don't care. They would just live their life and be content with whatever's going on.
Yeah.
But what happened is that we have the media now. We've got. I mean, there's always been like some forms of media. Whether newspaper or like postings or whatever. But now we've got this like widespread like media that can be controlled for profits. And so media now is extremely biased because using clickbait headlines to surprise people gets more clicks, which makes more money. So the media no longer cares about spreading the truth. They only care about spreading entertainment. Yeah. And what is entertaining is saying crazy things that aren't true, right? So over time, those falsehoods have led to an obvious bias in the media. And then these people who, so the media is trying to put these like extreme surprising things out there to get more people to react. Because if they just tell the truth and they just say what's actually happening, then there's going to be a much smaller amount of people who actually care about those things. But if they say Donald Trump's racist,
keeps the pot stirred.
Yeah, but if they say Donald Trump's racist, then it catches everyone's attention because almost all people in the States think that racism is bad, right? Regardless of what like the common thing to say is nowadays, that like racism is this big problem in America. Most people agree, like in the 90s percent, people agree that racism is extremely bad. But if they go out there and say Donald Trump is racist, then they're going to get more clicks, they're going to get their profits. But what does this lead to? This leads to people who don't care about politics getting confused and thinking that they care about politics. They don't care about politics, but they're drawn in by these like extreme things. Because like imagine, let's say for example Donald Trump was racist and he said something racist. Then if he really said something racist and then that's posted out there, then it's understandable for people who don't care about politics to come into the political space and say, like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
You know, like, he shouldn't be president or, like, whatever. That's understandable. But the problem is that, like, the media just takes, like, these things and they spin it so that they can call him racist when he's not being racist.
It's like a buffet. They want to pick and choose.
Yeah, they want to pick and choose, but, like, you know, they spin his words, twist his words around to make him look bad when he didn't even, you know, he didn't say anything bad. I can only think of one thing that Donald Trump said that was bad, and I don't think he meant it. You know what I'm saying? Like when he said, grab her by the pussy. Like, there's not really a good excuse for that, for saying it, but, like, obviously he probably wasn't being, like, literal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how, that's how we talk to each other. That's how we all talk. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we be talking to each other. Behind closed doors. And he didn't know that they were recording him. Yeah. So, like, what do you expect?
Literally behind closed doors.
I've said so much worse than that in the past.
Mom.
Hey, Mom. Hope you're not watching this. I've said so much worse than that in the past. All right, listen. That's just how we talk. Like, that's just, it's not literal. That's how dudes talk to each other, all right? And
just a lot of people talk like that.
But that's the one bad thing that I've actually heard him say. Everything else that people call, like, racist or, like, homophobic or whatever, like, they're not. If you actually watch what he says with the context and, like, actually listen to what he says instead of just reading a headline that calls him racist, I've never seen a single racist, sexist, homophobic statement.
I think it's hard for people to form their own opinions.
I've never seen something like that from him.
I think it's hard for people to form their own opinions, and that's why.
You're right.
You know?
But, you know, back to what I was saying, I guess I lost track a little bit. But
went off on your president's speech over here.
No cap. I kind of
start running.
I low-key forgot what I was talking about. I know I was saying about I was talking about like people told and everything. But yeah, you get these people who, like, they think they care about politics, but they actually don't. And the reason that they are convinced that they care, and, you know, they become these, like, activist types, is because they're shown all these extreme things that any normal person would be against. And any normal person would think that they need to jump in and voice their opinion because it's so extremely bad that a normal person would want to stand up and say this is bad.
Yeah.
But the problem is they've been lied to, and those things that they're being told are so bad aren't happening. And so now we've got this significant portion of our population who don't actually care about politics. They've just been told all these extremely, like, crazy things, and they think that those things are real. So they feel like they need to jump in and cause a big fuss and, like, take their attention. Yeah, a lot of them definitely want attention. There's definitely a lot of fake fakeness out there.
Not to throw off what you're saying.
No.
But, yeah.
I was pretty much done. I think I made my point.
Well, you seen the thing where, what was it, the Mona Lisa or something like that? The kids, like, threw paint on it?
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. I don't think doing that. Was it the Mona Lisa?
It was something, Van Gogh's thing?
Maybe? It was like a really famous painting.
Yeah, it was very famous.
That's infuriating.
It's stupid.
That's infuriating. What is that?
It's like, if you have a problem with me, like, don't vandalize my vehicle or whatever. Yeah. Come to me.
But that wasn't even so. What's
was
crazy?
Over something.
What's so crazy about that is that painting actually had nothing to do with what they were doing. They just wanted to cause a scene. Yeah,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They just wanted to cause a scene, and they ruined something else too. That wasn't they ruined, like, a few things. I think
they're letting those people do.
They're letting them.
Getting away.
They're letting them.
It's so crazy.
They're letting them.
Like, you come to my house and do anything like that, you're not gonna make it out that front door.
Yeah.
You'll be going over the balcony at some point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's stupid.
That's the world we live in, though. You can't stand up for anything because, you know, they want to let everyone get away. They want to let people do what they want to do. There's, like, defund the police, everything. Like, they really want, like, lawlessness out here. They want no laws. It's crazy.
They'll be begging to reverse that.
You guys.
When it happens, I'm telling you.
You got Seth Rogen on Twitter talking about how, like, if somebody stole your car, then, like, they probably needed it more than you, and you should be happy that you were able to help them out and that they got your car. Like, bro, for real?
Wow.
It was something along those lines. Maybe it wasn't, like, full blown stealing your car, but it was something similar to that. Like, if your car got robbed or, like,
Seth Rogen.
I'm gonna say it again. retard.
That's crazy, man.
What a stupid thing to say though. What an idiot.
Yeah, I don't think people are thinking like sensibly at all.
No,
anymore.
they're not. It's just ridiculous, Mo. Like the world that we live in is so crazy. Like people, man, it's wild. I don't know, like, I say that I don't know how we got here, but like, I gotta always shout out my boy JP, Jordan Peterson. Once an episode, bro. Once an episode, I gotta reference this guy.
Yeah, we'll get him on here.
Dude, we need dude. As much as I talk about Jordan Peterson, we need him on ASAP. I'm about to email him tonight. I'm about to go find this email and send him a little email. Yeah, I'll track him down. I'll track him down somehow.
We'll do the potty down at UCA.
Bro, listen. If we get Jordan Peterson on the podcast, we're successful. I don't care how many views. I don't care how many views we got. I'm saying like if we got 0 views on the video, I'll make it private. I still feel like I'm a success.
We just clickbait it.
Clickbait it.
We can clickbait.
Jordan Peterson said.
Hey, we can clickbait this one with Jordan Peterson.
All right.
On the front.
All right, we're gonna clickbait it. Man, but then we have to give up our wacky titles. I love our titles right now.
Yeah.
Our titles
and
are
then
like
he sues us. And we owe him like $20,000 or something.
Oh sheesh. It would be like, hey JP, come on the podcast, get us that revenue so we can pay you.
Right.
No, but man, before I forget what I was gonna say, he was talking about in one of his podcasts, like Joe Rogan asked him, like, how did we get to this point? And it's a pretty famous clip, so I feel like probably most people have seen this. So I'll make it short. But he was just saying, like, they take one step at a time. So, like, they basically, like, you have this boundary here, right? And somebody steps up to your boundary and they push it 1 centimeter, and then they see what your reaction is. And at 1 centimeter, you might not say anything. So then they push it 2 centimeters. Then you might say, well, hold on, buddy. Like, you're pushing my boundaries out. Like, move back. And then they move back 1 centimeter. Now they're 1 centimeter past your boundary. And they just keep doing that. Mm-hmm. And they just keep gaining. They just push. They push a little further. And then when you react, they'll back up. But they'll be further than when they started. And they repeat that process until they very slowly over time just push your boundary back until you have nothing to stand on.
Yeah, I mean
you have no ground to stand on. Push you off the cliff, I guess, so to speak.
And that's the way, I know I keep saying this, but the way the world's going. Like, yeah. I would love. Well, I don't want to say I'd love because it's kind of weird coming from me. But like, I'd have kids, but like I wouldn't have kids in this world. Like
that is concerning.
Yeah,
that's concerning for me.
Like I am trying to get through it myself. Yeah. And really all of us are.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but it's just like you need to think before.
It's scary, bro.
That big.
It's really, really is scary because we're at a point now where like it's becoming more common for teachers to teach their views instead of, what does whether or not a kid's gay have anything to do with a teacher doing her job? You know what I'm saying? No. Like, does a teacher need to come in the classroom and tell kids that they're trans?
Yeah. A lot of kids
your job is to teach them how to add, subtract.
Yeah.
Like what's the powerhouse of the cell?
Man, there's
your
a lot
job
of
is
things.
not to go in there and tell, somebody else's children that they're the wrong gender, which is just silly in the first place.
It's insane.
It's silly.
I know that, like, a lot of kids are going to school 4 days a week now.
It's
I don't know if you knew that. Instead of going 5 days a week, it's 4 days a week now.
Yeah, that's
a lot of kids.
That's wild too.
That's insane. Like it's.
But that's probably better in a way though, because the parents. I mean, I'm sure the overall time that they spend at school is the same. They just pack it in 4 days instead of 5. But here's the thing.
Yeah, I think it is better that they're only going 4.
I know that you're not planning to have kids, at least at the moment. I mean, you could always change. You never know.
Or accident.
Accident. But I'm planning to have kids one day, and it's pretty scary though. It's pretty scary. Not like I'm not scared to be a father.
No, neither am I. I think I'd be great.
Yeah, I think I'd be a great dad. Like I don't have any worries about being a father. But like I am like I struggle with like wondering, what's gonna happen if I have a kid. Because here's the thing, right? We're at a point in the world. I hope I don't say something like bad here, but we're at a point in the world where like women have been encouraged to work, and women think, like women want to work. So like, and I'm not against women working at all, but like I do think that it's better for whether it's the woman or the man for someone to stay home with the kids. When you have kids, I think that's the optimal situation. Because I don't really want to let my kids go to public schools, to be honest. And I guess like private schools is like the solution to that. I guess like sending them to like a good private school where they're not going to be like influenced in like all of those like negative ways. I guess that's the solution. But private schools they got their own problems. I've heard a lot of private school stories that worry me. But I guess that's the solution. But what I really want to do is homeschool. And
I was gonna say that.
Bennett, our good boy Ben. Also Bennett, bro. All right, Bennett was mad that we didn't shout him out. Bennett, thanks for the mics, bro. Thanks for the mic.
Thanks for the mics, Vito.
Thanks for the mics. We're getting loaned out right now by my boy Ben. My boy Bennett.
Oh, Ben 10.
Benny Boo. Ben 10. Grateful for you, Boo. Love you, bro. Let him know.
Ben, come on the podcast.
Dude, get on the podcast.
We got an open space right here for you.
Space,
and
dude.
We can pull up a bar stool or a chair.
Get on the potty. Get on. We're waiting on you. We're like, you see this guy right here? See this guy? For all those on Spotify, I'm showing the tiniest picture of Uncle Sam. See this, bro? Uncle Sam, we want you, Ben. And others.
Me and Ben can share this mic.
Dude,
that's how comfortable I am.
100% true. I tried to find, I have a really good, nice quality microphone at my house somewhere that I got for Christmas one year, and I've never used it, and I cannot find it. So, y'all gonna have to share. You have to share the snowball. I'll take the push pop.
I went into the piano room at Guitar Center today, and I was playing around on the keyboard. I thought I was doing all right.
We were hitting it in Target too.
Yeah,
on those little kid keyboards.
But there's these two guys in there, and they said I was playing around on it, right? One was a worker, or one was employed there, and then the other one was just hanging out. And I swear, this dude said, like, I was just messing around on it. He said, "Yeah, the white people need to stick to the guitars." I was like, "Hold up."
Dang.
I'm pretty sure that guy said that.
That's wild.
Yeah. They weren't Caucasian like we were.
Of course.
So, who's a real racist?
Yeah, that's a real racist.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Who is
not
the real racist?
Yeah, who's the real racist? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those... Man, it's so sad that, like...
And then I had to think of Jimi Hendrix, and I was like, I'm good.
That's my boy. That's funny. Yeah. Man, dude, no. Gosh, that's a whole new can of worms. I didn't even get to finish what I was saying about homeschooling. No, you're good. Well, we're bringing it back to that because let me just say what I want to say about homeschooling real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Bennett's problem with homeschooling is that he says that, like, homeschooling kids always turn out like kind of bad because they're not socialized properly and like they don't get like to have the friends and the interactions and everything. But look,
my kids would have friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's because like parents who homeschool, like they try to shelter their kids too much. They want to keep them home and like not let them like go out and like experience the world and everything. But like, that's not how I would do it. Like I'm not gonna like hide anything from them. Like, the world is there. They're gonna find out about it. Yeah. But the thing you do is you gotta teach them about the world, so that the world doesn't swallow them up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them, bring them up. You can bring them up your way instead of the school's way. Yeah. Instead of the teacher's way. Anyways, so that's why me and Bennett kind of disagree. Bennett's strongly against homeschooling. He thinks that that's terrible. Like, he'd be arguing with me about it. But I mean that's really if I had the opportunity, like if I made enough money and my wife didn't want to. I don't have a wife, but in the future, if my wife, dang, one day.
My parents got married when I was 3.
Thanks for that little dropping knowledge on us, Bert.
I was thinking of the kids.
Bro, you about to fall asleep or something? You about to start...
I was thinking of the kids.
You started to hallucinate.
And then the kids...
I think Bert popped a Percocet before we started this podcast.
You want to be married before you have the kids. My parents did it a little different, but
yeah,
alright.
We ain't gonna talk about all that. But anyways, what was I even saying?
It's all
bro?
like rolling in the loop.
What was I even saying?
You and Bennett disagrees.
Yeah, Bennett disagrees.
Big
What was I
time.
saying? Oh yeah, if I had a wife,
Yeah.
I hope that I make enough money that she can stay home and homeschool the kids if she wants to.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a necessity. If she doesn't want to, if she wants to chase a career or whatever, then we can do private school.
Oh, so
but I'm saying I think that's the ideal situation, in my opinion.
I feel like a lot of stay-at-home moms are still bring their kids to daycare.
See, that's crazy.
I think a lot of them do.
Why don't they? If they're gonna stay at home, they need to raise the damn kid.
Because it gives
I'm gonna drop that D.
It's
like raise the damn kid.
It's a golden spoon for them, man. They don't have to like take care
That's ridiculous.
of the kids while they're at home doing what?
Yeah. So what they got time to do? Go find another dick to ride. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll say it like it is, bro. I'm gonna say it like it is.
Yeah.
If they like those are the women that
even
aren't worth
I fell
anything.
into that one.
Those are the women that aren't worth anything, though. You fell into what?
Just how deep you went.
Yeah, no cap. I'm just saying though, like if you got a woman who like you set her up for life, bro. Like you're out working, she don't want to work, she can stay at home and be a mom. My toes down through my sock again. She's chilling at home. She got nothing to do, bro. She gonna get bored. You're gonna come home from work. She gonna want all your attention. She got nothing to do all day. You gonna be tired, maybe. I mean, I'm the kind of guy. I ain't trying to talk myself up, but like I'm the kind of guy that like when I get home. I mean, I think you probably know this about me. Like I don't get like tuckered out. I don't really get tired.
A 12-pack. When you get home.
A 12-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
Probably Diet Mountain Dews.
You're right. Dang right. But listen, bro, you seriously might be like off the perk right now. You saying some random stuff, dude. I think you about to pass out. This is past Bert's bedtime right now.
It is, but that's okay.
That's all right. We getting through it.
These people.
Doing it for these people. We're doing it for the real ones out there. We're doing it for the Nashes of the world.
The Nashes of the world.
The Nashes of the world. I love you, Nash.
Nash, you're great, man.
You're great, bro.
I'm gonna text you back. Don't worry.
He's gonna text you back.
I've had a busy day.
I responded to your comment. I loved your comment. I gave you a nice, sweet comment.
We need Nash.
I need to put like a kiss emoji at the end of that comment too, just for Nash.
Yeah, you should.
Bro, all right, real quick before I finish what I was saying, Nash made me laugh so hard one time. We worked at Cracker Barrel together, and at Cracker Barrel you have like your soft eggs or like your medium, whatever. I don't even remember what they were called anymore. It's been a long time. I only worked there for a few months now. I didn't cook the eggs very much. I was always dinner time. But there was one day when me and Nash were working, and like I'd go in and I'd be wearing my sunglasses, and when I go in, like I always hang my sunglasses on my shirt, on the neck, and I'd wear it while I worked because I didn't want to leave it somewhere and like forget about it. So I'd always just wear it while I worked, and then whenever I left, I just put them on, good to go. I went in one day, and they ordered like extra hard eggs. They wanted them like really hard. Nash was like, bro, let me see your like sunglasses. He put my sunglasses. He set my sunglasses on the grill in front of the egg, and he was like, bro, you think these eggs are hard?
Oh,
bro,
man.
like it's one of those stories where like it's not as funny me telling it right now.
No,
I was crying. Just picture an egg. Just picture an egg on the grill. Like you just cracked it. It's like white and like like a ball of yellow in the middle, and just some sunglasses chilling in front of it. I was dying.
His brain's always like 4 steps ahead of his mouth.
Dude,
yeah.
Nash is.
I remember he used to ride the Razor scooter like on his brakes and stuff. He'd go out there and like vape it up a little bit, and then like do some like, little bar spins on the scooter, and then he parked it like right where the entrance of Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Or you go in this door and come out this door. He'd have it like propped up parallel on the wall. Everybody just see a scooter just like chilling there as they're walking out.
That's awesome. But yeah, I think I pretty much said everything about the homeschool thing. So about your story.
Today? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, about the piano thing. I feel like that's like unfortunately like the state of the world that we're in right now. I mean, not everyone, like it's probably like a 50-50 split. Or maybe I don't know, it might be more than 50.
I just I live life. I try not to
Yeah.
hear what people are thinking because
Dude,
it doesn't matter.
Dude, it's like it's sad. Like it's really sad to me like here's the thing, man. For me, like I was never taught to think about like race like for anything. Like I feel like that's how like most
Yeah, same.
I'm just going to speak for the team, but I feel like that's how like most white people were brought up. I feel like we weren't taught to think about race. You know what I mean?
I think it's more of a guilty conscience nowadays.
I mean, I don't have a guilty conscience.
No,
I've never done it.
But I think that's like what's projected on
the people that what people have.
Well, yeah, it's like projected on a lot of white people because it does
projected
feel
onto us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like forced onto us. Yeah, but I'm not gonna allow it to be on me because I've not done anything.
I'm just saying the world is
right.
United
But
States mainly
like it's really sad to like see like a lot of the times you think that these things like only exist online. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you see these things online, you're like, well, that's not what the normal person thinks.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for this thing, it's almost what the normal person thinks at this point. Like for people to think that like like being racist towards white people is like acceptable, or there's this idea that like you can't be racist towards white people because white people are oppressive, and if you can't be racist towards the oppressor, which is just silly. Like it doesn't matter if like racism is racism. If you hate white people, it doesn't matter if you're being like oppressed, which isn't even happening in the first place. But even if you were, it's still racism. Yeah. Maybe it's justified, but it's still racism.
My judgment goes off the individual.
Yeah,
and it's not even judgment. It's just
be.
You got to read people. It
should be.
Yeah, it's not a race thing at all.
It should be based off every individual person. But man, like I won't even say. I can't even tell this story because I think. Never mind. I can't even tell the story. But like, dude, it's just like I've got like some examples where like some people like close to me, like like. Man, I wouldn't expect like them, like a person of color, like, and that I was like friends with, and they never seemed like anything was like off between us, and like I thought like maybe this is like a normal person, this is a person who doesn't think about race like that as well, and then like they'll post something, and it's like, oh, white people, like, oh, white, like old white person or something. It's like, man, dude, I thought you were like.
Yeah, better than that.
I thought you were, like, why, like, how are we so cool, but, like, you hold that in your heart against white people? Yeah. Like, we're fine in person. Like, you don't see anything
Sometimes
wrong with me.
Sometimes you gotta stunt for your crowd, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, unfortunately. Yeah, you're probably right, but, man, it's just sad to see that. And, like, but, like, I've never considered, like, race, like, when I, like, see people. Like, the only reason that I consider race nowadays is because it's like forced on us now. Oh yeah. Like, I never think about race until it became like such a big thing where like it's forced into our minds, like it's so much, like so prevalent everywhere. Like, dude, this pisses me off. Like, I remember I was driving down the road one day and like a black dude like walked out in front of my car and I had to like change lanes to like not hit him. And I was like, man, if I had hit that guy, right? Like if he came out and like I didn't see him somehow, he like walked out in front of me and I hit him. What are the odds that like that get picked up by some media and they'd be trying to turn it into like a racist, like I did it because he's black? What are the odds? Yeah. It's like that shouldn't even be a possibility. I shouldn't even be thinking about that. I should be like, what the heck is this dude doing out on the road? Which I was doing. But like, why did like the race even come into my brain at all? Yeah. And that pisses me off because, like, if it wasn't being like shoved down our throats so much, then I would have never had that idea in my life ever. Never. I would have never even thought about the fact that he's black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. Or that I'm white. Yeah. Or like anything like that. And like this is something that like my girlfriend was kind of surprised about. Like when I went to Japan, we talked about that a little bit. I went to Japan for 2 weeks in December. And where I went wasn't like a touristy place. It wasn't like Tokyo or, so It was a big city though, so it had tons of people there, but they were like all Japanese, like 99, seriously, like 99% Japanese, and there were a lot of people. It wasn't just like a small city or something, and they were all Japanese. And she told me that it was gonna be like that. She said that like I would stand out, you know, but like, yeah, the way I was raised to like not think about things like that. Like when I went down there, I told her that like I didn't really feel like I'm in like a different place, if that makes sense. Like it's weird to say that because it's like, you know, Russellville's like small town, like rural, everything. And like Japan is like I'm walking around with skyscrapers like surrounding me. And like, you know, literally millions of people. But like I didn't feel, and you know, it's like Japanese everywhere and like not English. But like I didn't really feel like I'm in like that different of a place. You know, I just felt like I was visiting like Dallas and everything's just in Japanese. But like I didn't even like the fact that they're all Japanese around me and like I'm the only white guy, like it doesn't like register in my brain because like I don't think that way. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Like I just see like other human beings. Yeah. Like my brain doesn't, it's not like I haven't been like taught to think that way by my parents. You know, that was never like something that I've ever considered in my life. And so when I went there, like I didn't feel out of place. Like, you know, obviously I'm not stupid. Like I was aware. Yeah. I was aware that I'm the only white person, that everyone's Japanese. But like I had to like consciously think about that for me to even realize that was like the case. You know, like it didn't even come up in my brain. Yeah. And so I mean, you know, it's like really sad because I'm not saying that all people are like me, like all white people are like me, or you know, whatever. But no, I definitely don't think that like this race problem that like a lot of people say exists. I don't buy it at all. Yeah, I don't buy it.
I can relate to what you just said because where I was working down in Florida, you know, it was a very complex store. I was like one of the 5 white people that worked there. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was like Haitian or like Hispanic or Puerto Rican. It branches
and there's
off.
a lot of employees there, right? It's
there's
big store.
Lot. Yeah. You know, and me as HR, you know, as a white guy, it's just like not really frowned upon, but it's different, I guess, you know, especially being in that area. Yeah. But anyway, I felt the same way. I really felt at home. And there's a lot of times I miss working at that store. Yeah. You know, because me and those people as individuals just like bonded on certain things. Like I still have them texting me even now. Yeah. Like I've had probably 10 since I've left. Just asking how I'm doing, or they'd call me or whatever. Yeah. You know, let me know the tea.
You gotta get filled in.
Of course.
You gotta stay up to date.
You know, I think if we ever go back there, I'd probably be back down on Lee Road. Yeah. So it's just a vibe. Yeah, and I vibe with it.
Well, like, you know, I never had any like, you know, I was not into like Japanese culture. Like, you know, I didn't watch anime. I've been watching anime recently, but that's mostly for like exposure to Japanese, and because my friend really loves anime, and so I started watching with him. And they're really good. You know, I'm not saying that like I don't like anime or something. Yeah. Like the ones I'm watching are great, but I don't want to. I've never been the guy who's like I'm gonna watch a show because it's anime. Yeah, that's silly. But, you know, I like before I started hanging out with them, like I'd seen like 2 animes, like, you know, like they're not like super long. You know, I wasn't
the hentai animes.
Yo, chill.
Whoa.
Pause.
Okay. A lot of people probably don't know what that is, so we're good.
Who doesn't know what that is?
A lot of people.
Small fun fact. You know, we use hentai to talk about like anime porn. In Japanese, hentai just means pervert. So like girls will call like guys hentai. You know, if they're like, you know, if like a girl's like in an anime, if like a girl's like skirt blows up by the wind and he's like, "Do," you know, like a little anime like, "Go." Yeah. And then she'll be like, hentai! You know, whatever. Yeah. So anyways, little fun fact for you. Do you remember what I told you to say that one day?
Thanks.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Say it.
I don't remember what it was.
Come in close. No. Come on, bro. Hit it on the potty. Dude,
now?
I got my friends watching. You gotta... Okay, what's up?
Just tell them I'm that guy.
He's that guy.
I'm
This
that
is the
guy,
guy. They
right?
know you're the guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, what? Right now, what?
I'm not gonna be able to comprehend what you're telling me.
Oh, that's true. But dude, what was I saying?
I barely
what was I
was.
saying before we got off track?
You wanted me to say?
No. Before we got off track, what was I talking about? Dude, we've been getting off topic today. What's going on? Tonight.
Oh yeah.
He's
So
about to
Smashing
fall
Pumpkins and Interpol's playing
Yo!
across the state, but Sam Fogarano's not playing drums for Interpol, so I'm not there. He's sitting out for a few shows. There you go.
That's
I
unfortunate.
got my claim to fame right there.
That is
Okay.
unfortunate.
It really is, dude.
That is, yeah.
Like,
All right.
Go
ahead.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I just thought you were about to fall asleep. I thought we might need to wrap this thing up.
I was gonna.
Your brain's going a little. Your eyes are like kind of red.
Let's finish
A
on
little
that
watery.
note. So I was asking Jay Freaky earlier.
Okay, ask me
about if he was to go see his favorite band play
Oh.
live, and someone very significant wasn't in that band, or they were sitting out for a few shows, would you still go to that show?
So my answer was no.
That you wouldn't go, right?
I would not go.
Okay.
Because you gave me the example of Avenged Sevenfold because you know they're my favorite band.
Yeah.
And you know if Matt Shadows was not there, I would not go. And if
Which
Sinister,
he plays guitar, right?
no, he's the vocalist.
Oh, he's the vocalist.
And
okay.
if Sinister Gates wasn't there,
And he
I
plays
wouldn't go.
guitar.
He plays guitar.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go. You know, like, it's hard for me to say, like, you know, if it was only Matt not there and then Sinister Gates was going to be there, then, like, it's hard to say that I wouldn't go because I would still love to see him play, even if Matt's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. If Sinister's not there but Matt's there, I would love to hear Matt sing.
Because you're a fan of the guitar and the vocals.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of Matt's vocals, and I'm a huge fan of Sinister Gates' guitars.
Yeah.
So, you know, you know, if one was missing, I might go. So, like, that might be kind of a bad example. You know, if there was another band where, like, I didn't give a crap about, like, the instrumentals,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to go hear, like, some good singing, maybe, like, 3 Days Grace. If, like, which, you know, they're not even a band anymore. Well, they have different singer, but, like, if they had their old singer and, like, the guitar player was out, then, like, I would only care about the vocals, so I would go. But, like, if the vocalist was out, so, like, right now, 3 Days Grace, they're a new band. They have the same, like, instrumentals, but they have a different singer.
Then it's not.
I would not go.
No,
because
why
I
would
don't
you do
care.
that?
I'm not a huge fan of their new singer now.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't bother going. It wouldn't be what I want to see.
Right.
Because all I care about for 3 Days Grace, their instrumentals are fine, but the guitar is simple. Anyone can play them.
Yeah.
Sinister Gates, you know, I want to see him play. He's his own.
Right.
You know, he's unique. Like, nobody can get up on stage and play Sinister Gates. Just only Sinister Gates can play Sinister Gates.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah. No, I kind of feel that too. I was gonna bring my dad to a Rolling Stones show, which now they're so old, it's like I'll just go watch it on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
But Charlie Watts, the drummer, had died.
Uh-huh.
This was after the time we were gonna go.
Yeah.
But now it's just like throw it away in a way. It's still got the brand and the legacy, but it's just not, you know. But back to, you know, the show tonight.
Yeah.
They had a bass player, Carlos D, but he quit the band back in like mid 2000s because, from what I read, was that he was like, I think Coldplay was playing a festival with him, and he was like, bands like this make me want to like quit being in a band, basically.
Dang.
Yeah, he's like one of those. They're not a punk band, but he's like one of those like punk attitudes. It's like, we're doing it or we're not doing it.
Yeah.
And if this makes me feel a certain way, then I'm gonna go this way. So that's basically what happened with him. Great bass player. He started in the band. Apparently, he never owned the bass. He played guitar originally.
Mm-hmm.
Learned how to play bass just for the band. Band blew up.
Yeah.
Huge. And then he dropped out of the band. So it's the three of them now. But you got Paul, Daniel, and then Sam. Which these two play guitar, Paul sings, and then Sam plays drums. So not having that bass player is okay, but still you know that he's not there at the same time.
Yeah.
But the drummer, me being a drummer specifically, it's like you and the guitar thing. It's like I want to be there for that. But
Yeah.
if that's not even there, it's like, why am I even doing that?
Yeah, that's what you told me earlier, and I definitely understand that because I think I'm the same.
Well, I've
same
seen
way.
fill-in drummers, like videos of fill-in drummers, and it's like, that doesn't even, maybe it's just knowing that they're not there, but like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
So,
There's going to be a difference. I mean, even if the same player is like hitting the same drums, I mean, like, two different players are hitting the same drums,
yeah.
it's going to sound a little different. Or like, you know, two guitar players playing the same notes, it's going to sound different.
Yeah.
So like, you know, there's definitely a difference. There's always like that touch and that feel that's unique to each person. So I mean, that makes sense.
Which,
If you really admire one player and they're not there, then
yeah.
why do you go?
Yeah, they're definitely one of my top 10 bands. Like, I go through
Okay.
phases of bands where I listen to them for 6 months to a few years,
Is
like daily even.
yeah.
You know, just it gets embedded.
Is Linkin Park one of those?
No.
Okay, because you were on a Linkin Park phase.
I
remember.
think I started listening to them. My brother maybe had brought that up, and I was like, okay, we'll kind of listen to it.
Yeah.
Because
Because you got me back into it.
no, when I
for a
was
little
younger,
bit.
when I was younger, I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge fan.
They were like they
Like
were
7 years old, something like that.
They were like the main back in the day.
Yeah. Well, my mom worked at Hastings. I don't know if you remember Hastings.
Of course.
So for people out there, maybe I brought this up in another
You did. I
podcast.
remember. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a music store. It's got everything.
It was like a
CDs,
movies.
had
Yeah.
vinyls and everything.
They had all kinds of stuff. It was a great place to just go and hang
Yeah.
out.
So
They had coffee shop in there too.
when
Hastings
after
coffee. It was so good.
after they moved to the new location, yeah. So my mom was always bringing stuff in. I think because we were talking about the Outkast album and the
oh
Troy.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So she was always bringing stuff in. So I was getting like country music. I was getting rap music. I was getting rock and roll.
Mhm.
The weirdest stuff too.
Yeah.
You know. So
I never really got into that side of Hastings. I kind of wish I did though.
Well, I was born in '95, and I remember
That's
going.
true.
I
Yeah.
was going in there like.
I had like
99.
digital music when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my dad was, he was on the side of the internet where you can get things for free.
Yeah, we did
That's all-
LimeWire and whatnot.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I
But
don't know if that's what y'all used.
I don't know if it was LimeWire. He used, I can't say. I used to play all my video games for free. Like like on my DS, you know, those are like $60 a game.
Yeah.
Like,
Dad hooked it
we
up.
never paid for it.
He's like, "Son, we're saving money."
FBI don't investigate.
Yeah.
And like we used to. All right, I'm not trying to like expose
Dang,
my family.
Cops
for
about to kick the door down right
we're
now,
like,
dude.
We're like Biden V2, but all our corrupt dealings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we used to get like movies and TV for free and everything. Like he had this thing. Gosh, dude, I don't even remember. I remember we got a letter from like the government one time that was like you got to stop doing this because we know that you're doing it.
We're gonna blow up
And
missiles
then
through your house.
and then that's when we discovered VPNs. And so then we were just
Dad
chilling.
took it to the next
and
level.
we were just chilling, and
Man.
never got caught. So good to go. But yeah, we got a warning like once or twice. I'm pretty sure, like
Yeah.
a couple times. But yeah, we used to. I don't even know why I brought that up. I never, because everything was digital. So like I got music for free. You know, I go to my dad. I had my little iPod or whatever. I'd be like, Dad, I want these songs on there, and he just download it and put it on there. Or like, you know, I'd be like,
He said, "Give me the Kids Bop albums that you got. I love
ain't
them."
no way, bro. No, I remember, dude. I let my brother borrow my iPod when I was like in like elementary school, and he put a bunch of songs on it, and then he took all his songs off and put all my songs back on, but he accidentally left "Pain" by 3 Days Grace on there, and that was my first exposure to that band, and I loved that song as a kid. Like I was just sitting in the backseat of my grandma's car, like pain without love, pain. I can't get enough. Like yeah, I just remember riding around in Clarksville. My grandma was going somewhere, and I had the earbuds in the backseat, like cutting myself up or something.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I was never like that, but I was listening to that.
I was thinking, if you say that, so used to whenever we would drive down to Louisiana with my grandmother, and it was me and my cousin Aaron. He's like a year and a half older than me.
Mm-hmm.
She would always make us, or anywhere we went, we'd always have to sit in the back seat. But she would always make us sit in the back seat, and then she'd have her dog up front,
Yeah.
like with a pillow.
Yeah.
Like we always got put in the back.
Damn.
And
Second class citizen.
Yeah, right. She was really cheap, and she wouldn't turn her AC on unless the dog got hot.
Bro, who was this? Your aunt?
My grandmother.
Grandma? Man, I'd slap
Hold
her.
up. So
I'd slap her. Ain't no way I'm getting treated less than a dog.
she would roll the window, like we would roll the windows down.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, she was just like, I'm not running in the air. Like, we're rolling the windows down.
But for the dog, though, come on.
But the dog's name is Baby. We called it Chippy Chawa.
I killed the dog.
It'd be sitting up there, and
I killed the dog.
I'm
like, you love this dog so much?
She said, "Okay, baby." She turned it on. That dog would be feeling fine. Got a little water bowl.
No way, bro. Ain't no way.
Dude,
got the water bowl in the front seat. Come on, man.
We were here in Conway a long time ago.
Like, yeah.
20 years ago, maybe. We went to the Ryans, which is over by Fuji's now.
Okay.
And my math's wrong here, but look, I was like,
your what?
My math is wrong here, but look,
okay.
I was like 11 years old.
Okay.
And I think it was like 8 and under, eat free.
Uh-huh.
Grandmother's like, all right, now y'all gonna tell them that you're 8.
Oh my gosh.
And then, dang.
A little false alarm action there. Help me. Help.
And it's like, what if they ask like what year I was born? You know what I mean? Like you get ID for tobacco. I was like always nervous.
You can't subtract 8.
No,
from the current year.
I'm just saying, like at that young of an age, like my cousin was so hyperactive. It's like I couldn't like think for anything because he was always doing something crazy. Uh-huh. And us being there together, it's like, what they're gonna ask us this? I just felt bad in general. I was like, I'm lying.
They're gonna test the kid. Yeah, I mean that's understandable though. She shouldn't have asked you to do that. She should have just been an adult and paid for it.
Yeah, she was saving money.
Yeah, she was saving money on that AC too. I would have killed the dog. I'm telling you right now, I would have killed that dog.
We had the Guns N' Roses, the Walmart version of Guns N' Roses. Which is like the best of, basically. Mm-hmm. And we'd always put Paradise City on. You know, yeah. But the intro is like the nice, like driving through the fields, like guitar playing and whatnot. But we remixed it to the dog, right? And we were just like, we're talking about take me down to the Paradise City, Chippy Chawa City or something like that. I don't know. We were just like roasting this dog, man. But anyway,
that's so funny.
Anyway, grandmother would be up front, and we're just like, "Yo, play that one again." So she'd like backtrack it every time. That's funny. Which is the greatest thing about CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to like a.
Alright, I feel like I need to specify that I wouldn't actually have killed the dog.
Thank you.
That's just just a joke for anyone out there who thinks that was too serious.
She had this dog's ashes.
Come on, dude. How important is a dog to you, man? Like, listen, dude, I understand, like, dogs are great. Ooh, I love dogs. Okay, yeah. I love dogs, too. But listen, they are not people.
I think...
They're not human beings.
I think she's been through, like, her husband's or whatever, and it was to the point that, like, the dog is what she relied on, right? Gosh. So that's why I think it was so important. But I don't know what happened to Chippy. Hurricane Katrina came, and they lost their double wide. That was it.
Their what?
Their double wide trailer.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's. I guess it's not a bad thing to. Is it?
Sometimes it can be.
Is it a bad thing to like put your dog too high? Is it bad? I don't know.
Some people, yes.
I mean, I definitely look down on it, but I don't. I guess if I really try to think about it, it's not something I've considered. Is it really a bad thing?
Well, when you come home...
I'm just now asking this question to myself.
Like, my dad's so happy when he comes home to all those dogs.
Yeah.
Because they care about him more than anybody.
Well, it's understandable to, like, have dogs that you love, but, like, you know, when your dog dies, like, you can feel sad about it, but, like, are you really... Like, does it really... Well, are they that important, you know?
Well, what I'm saying is, like...
a dog... I'm sorry, man, but like
no,
a dog doesn't like add any value to your life other than the value that you give the dog.
I would rather be on the side where like someone comes home and they're like, "Oh, this dog's amazing," versus like the Kardashians that like, "Oh, can my toy Maltese that costs like $100,000?" They don't even ask, but they'll bring it in shopping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then it's like, would you rather have the ashes of the dog that like waits at the door every day, or the ones that like the weird bougie people going into these like Prada stores, you know?
I'm not a fan of both.
But if you had to choose, it would be the left side. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because that's just because the Kardashians are like pompous, you know.
Right. But there's a lot of people out there. So there's some people that won't even go into stores if dogs won't allow. Like when I lived down in Orlando, the majority of those stores that you walk by have water out front for your dogs.
That's
like everybody has like a dog. It seems like.
Nah, that's the like, you know, animals are cool and all, but people definitely value dogs too much nowadays. Yeah, in my opinion.
Well, it sucks whenever there's dogs that need to be adopted, then you got people buying.
Listen, I'm not saying like, you know,
expensive dogs.
Yeah, you should never like mistreat an animal, because you know that's another life on this earth, and you know shouldn't be like mistreated in that way. You know, even animals that like we're gonna eat or whatever, like you should kill them, you know, in like a quick way or whatever. Like I'm obviously not against eating meat or like butchering animals, but like, you know, you shouldn't you shouldn't, you definitely shouldn't be like torturing animals or like you shouldn't be purposefully mistreating animals, because like first off it's just wrong to like do that, but second off like that's a pretty big red flag about yourself as well. Yeah. Like as far as what you would do in other situations.
Oh yeah, no, it leads
to
like places. Psychopaths and stuff.
So, but anyways, nah, dude, people like listen. Like the thing is, like, I just you know, I'm really big into the idea of living in the real world and not living in your own fantasy world, which is a big problem that we have in the society today, of a lot of people wanting to live in their what they call their truth. You know, like this is my truth. Well, like you don't have a truth, okay, dumbass. Like there's reality. Sorry, Mom. There's reality, and there's nothing else. So you don't have your truth. There is a objective truth. This wall is right here. Nothing I can do to change that. All right. No matter what I believe. Oh, Bert, I believe the wall's not there. Too bad. It's too bad. It's still there. All right. So listen, that's a big problem we have, and I don't know if this really is the same thing, but like dogs are not on the same level as humans as far as like value or like life or like.
Drop in the comments down below.
I want to
hear your opinion.
You guys might strongly disagree with me.
And I want to see the comment section heated.
Get heated. Blow up on me. Listen, I don't like. I'm fine with disagreeing with people. Like, yeah, I don't have a problem. Like, I understand that like probably most people in the world at this point disagree with me, but like, I just think it's silly when like pets are treated as human beings. Well, okay. Because pets are not human beings.
I see what you're
saying.
They're
animals.
To a point.
At the end of the day, they're still an animal. And the only reason that they have like that value, like I said earlier, is because you gave it to them.
Right. So let's just say like people that get rejected all the time, because there's people in this world that I've seen, and I'm like,
you're talking about like a guy and a girl.
Well, a guy or just like not necessarily rejection, but just doesn't know how to get out and socialize with people and stuff. Okay. Like that dog or animal's not gonna judge them. They're always gonna be there for them. Oh yeah. They're gonna treat them just like if it was their sibling. Yeah. Or, you know, whatever like that. So on that part,
but you I could see why people like. I can understand if you get like really like tied up and connected with your animal, like in that way. I'm talking about like you can deeply love your animal in that way and still understand that they're a dog. You know what I mean? And still not be like trying to treat them like they're a human. Right. And like I'm not saying that like an animal's life is like invaluable. But like they're still an animal. They're not human. And that's just like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I just thought about this for the first time, to be honest. Like, I'll have to think about whether it's a bad thing to give animals like this human like value, because I haven't thought about it. So I'll have to think about it.
On the drive home.
Maybe. Probably not. Probably listening to music on the drive home. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, I'll have to think about it at some point. But I definitely, like, in my opinion, just sitting here now, like, I don't think it's a good thing for people to like overly. I don't think it's good to treat a dog as a human. I just don't think that's a good thing.
What about the canines and like the police units?
I don't think they treat them like humans.
They do it like their funerals, and they treat them really well.
That's just kind of like the dog, like in a way, is doing like a job for us. So like they're honored in that way. I don't think they're just
considered
treating them
an
like
officer.
humans. Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough about that stuff. I don't think that's bad because in a way the dog is being an officer.
Yeah, maybe.
So they're not saying the dog is human.
Maybe when we join, there'll be some like German Shepherds there, some pit bulls.
No cap.
Out here working out on us.
All right, well listen. You actually seem much more awake than you did like 30 minutes ago. I'm glad you got your second wind.
Yeah, but I'm a crash.
It might be time to wrap this up because I know you're dead tired right now. I've been looking in your eyes, bro. You look like you about to pass out earlier. You started saying some weird stuff too. You brought up what you even. I don't even know what you said earlier. It was goofy. You said something about your mom having getting married when you were 3.
Yeah, I was like talking about whatever you were talking about in a way. I forget what you were talking about.
You silly, bro. You silly.
Mom. My brother told me that. Yeah, I was down there in Mississippi 2 years ago, maybe, visiting my mom, and my brother was actually there at the time. And I don't know what happened, but the conversation got struck up, and my brother, we were sitting on the couch drinking coffee in the morning. My brother was like, "Yeah, you were adopted."
Were you?
No,
Oh.
no, dude, I am tired. Hold up.
Yo, this guy, bro.
You were about to blow your mind if that was the case.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You might.
Sorry.
I really think you popped the perk before we started.
He said
Sip on some lean?
He said you were an accident.
Oh, an accident. Yeah.
And my mom's in the kitchen. She's like, no, you weren't. Don't listen to Clayton. And he's just like, yeah. Like, he's so, like, serious about everything.
Dang.
But he wasn't being mean to me.
Yeah.
But, like, I know.
You know you were?
Yeah.
I have my suspicions.
Yeah.
My parents have never said. Yeah. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. Who cares if you're an
It
accident?
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, who cares? But
Majority of them nowadays are accidents.
yeah.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just
Well, for
a lot of
those,
it is.
it's in a way it's bad because the mindset of women nowadays. Not all, of course. You know, I'm never speaking about all
Mom.
women. Not mom. Not my mom. Probably not your mom either. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know your mom. But anyways, the mindset of a lot of women who are having accidental pregnancies is just not very good, and I don't think they're going to be good mothers. Well, I don't think most people are going to be. I don't think most people in the world now are good parents just overall. At least, I don't want to say in the world. In this country. I can't speak about the rest of the world. In this country, most people are terrible parents. And that kind of ties back into what we were talking about earlier. But anyways.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. Drop your favorite Chick-fil-A meal on our post. No, I wanted to say I have speculations that I was an accident, and I can provide my evidence, dude. You are about to pass out.
So I want to end this on one thing.
Hold on, I gotta give.
Well, once you finish.
Okay, you look like a zombie right now.
Good.
I wish you guys could see this man's eyes.
They can.
I don't know if they can.
The people
I don't know
on
if the camera's
YouTube
picking it up. His eyes are beet red right now. Beet red, getting teared up and everything. They've been like that this whole time too, except for like 15 minutes ago they like cleared up suddenly for some reason. But now you're back to being tired.
I don't know.
Anyways, I think here's my evidence, right? So my parents had my brother when they were like 18 or 19 or something, and then they had me 11 years later when they were like 30 or 29 or 31 or whatever.
You're an accident too?
Around that way. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. So, I don't know if because they had my brother like early on, and then I don't know if they were like, all right, we just want this one kid, we're going to ride out the rest of our lives. And then they accidentally got pregnant at like 30, Or if they were like, we're set up now, we're good to go. Let's have another one at 30.
Your brother was 18.
I think so.
And then so when you were
18
born
or 19.
And then that's when they had you?
No, they had my brother first because he's 11 years older than me. So if she was 18 or 19 at the time, then it would have been like 30.
Oh, your mom was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. What you mean.
Yeah. So it would have been like around 30 when they had me.
Okay. I thought you were saying your brother was 18. I was like, probably because he moved out and they
No. He was 11 when they had me. When I was born.
Yeah.
So, probably maybe 10 when I was created.
Created.
When I was created.
Man, what a creation that was.
It was a fine creation if I do say so myself.
So we'll end it on this.
End it on this. Go and give it to me.
Down in the comments below.
In the comments.
Okay. Waffle House or
Denny's. Settle it.
Team Waffle House right here.
Team Denny's. Are we going to provide our arguments, or are we just going to let them hash it?
We'll let them hash it, and then we'll pick up next episode.
There's going to be like one dude in the comments that says something. It's all right. Listen, one guy in the comments, whoever you are, whoever you're going to be. It might be Nash. It might be...
that dude's going to say Cracker Barrel.
That's true, yeah. All right, Cracker Barrel's not an option.
No.
Denny's or Waffle House?
Denny's or Waffle House.
Put it in the comments.
Please
Denny's right here. If you love me, if you're my friend and not Bert's friend, you better put Denny's.
Why would you even... I don't even know why I've walked into Denny's before. Like,
because it's better.
When you got IHOP, which sucks.
IHOP sucks.
But you got like IHOP. But the waffles are so crisp.
Where?
Waffle House.
At Waffle House? Okay, I'm not saying Waffle House is bad. I love Waffle House. Denny's is better. Listen, dude, when I worked at McDonald's, let me throw it back a little bit. One of my buddies, Bryn, I think he's been watching this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out if he texts me about this, then I'll know he's watching. But my buddy Bryn, we worked at McDonald's. We were good friends in high school. We worked at McDonald's, and when we would get off our shift at like 10 o'clock, sorry, Mom. I used to tell my mom that I was working till like 11, and then we'd go to Waffle House after work. Because at the time, I was in high school, and I had a bedtime of like 10 o'clock, which I always thought was like stupid. So like I would just say like, oh, I gotta work till 11, which I didn't do that for anything else. So,
sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. I didn't do that for anything else though, only to go to Waffle House. But we did it like once or twice a week, I think, and just went to Waffle House after the shift, and like we did that. Like, dude, those were some of the like. I'm not gonna say it's like the best times of all time because they were great times. There were some great times, and we met some like pretty cool people that like I remember one time we went and like this I used to get the hash brown with Bert's chili, hash brown with
my chili.
topped hash browns, and there was an old guy one day we went in there and like we were just talking him up the whole time, and he was like this really cool dude, and he was like yo like you getting the hash browns? You ever get cheese on it? I was like, no, and he was like, hey, put cheese on this guy's hash brown. Put it on my, put it on my tab.
Barking orders for him.
Yeah, he was like, put cheese on this dude's hash brown and put it on my tab. And I was like, I tried it, and I mean, the chili is way better, but it was good.
Dude, the cheese on the hash browns, the scattered and covered, that's how I get it.
What's scattered and covered?
What they got?
Just cheese?
What they got? Yeah.
Just cheese is scattered and covered.
They're scattered and then they're like covered with cheese. Oh. And
I like topped. Bert's chilies. Bert's chili.
I've never had the chili there, but I'm sure it is good.
It's very good.
But I'd get it, the hash browns scattered and covered.
Uh-huh.
And then I put syrup on top of the hash browns with the cheese. That is the key.
Sweet delight.
Man, that syrup on top of it, dog, it's over with.
You sound like Buddy the Elf.
I don't know who that is.
Yo, pause. Stop the video. Stop the audio. What did you just say to me? Buddy the Elf. Come on.
I don't know who that is.
Bro, you've never seen Elf? The movie Elf? Christmas movie with Will Ferrell?
I know what it is. But
ain't no way this man has never seen the classic.
I don't watch too many movies.
Listen.
Like, they have to be worth it.
Bro, this is...
to watch.
Don't even sit there and tell me.
I've seen too many
Don't sit
bad
there and
movies.
tell me. Don't sit there and tell me.
Not watching the right ones.
Not worth it. That Elf was not worth it. Elf.
Will Ferrell, right?
Yeah. Dude,
I'm sure it's alright.
that's the best movie Will Ferrell's ever made. Well, Anchorman.
Whoa.
Anchorman's probably better, but Elf is probably the best Christmas movie. I'm trying to think what other good Christmas movies are before I say that. One of the best Christmas movies.
Home Alone.
One of the best. That's a pretty good one. I'm not even capping. I love Home Alone.
Yeah.
Elf is one of the best, though. It's better than Home Alone. I'll give you that.
Dang.
Watch Elf, bro. Watch Elf. At Christmas.
Apparently,
Christmas Vacation might be the best Christmas movie of all time.
apparently it's not that good because I see it all over at Goodwill's.
You see what all over?
The Elf movies. Like,
Yeah,
that's
what
where I
you
remember seeing the
Bro,
cover of those.
dude,
Like, so much.
Watch the movie. Who wants to wear an Elf t-shirt,
It's like,
dog?
for every Elf movie, you see a Titanic VHS. Which is also another thing that you see
Dude,
in a lot of
my
pictures.
face just spazzed out. I don't even know what face I just made there. I just did something weird with my face because I was so shocked at what you just said to me.
Sorry.
Watch Elf, bro.
Okay.
All right, what were we even saying?
We were trying to end the podcast.
Let's end the podcast before Bert falls asleep. You're kind of getting your third wind going. Your eyes are clearing up again. Because I start talking about Elf, he's getting excited to watch the movie because he knows it's so good.
So excited.
All right, listen, Denny's or Waffle House. Don't forget, put it in the comments. Pause the video right now.
And if so,
and go put it in the comments. Go and write Denny's.
and whatever
Top
you
Denny's.
choose, put on there what you get. All right?
Yeah, let us
If
know
it's-
what you get.
If it's an all-star special or a grand slam. And that's another thing.
Or if you're getting those Tres Leches pancakes, or if you're getting the cinnamon roll pancakes. Let me know which one you're getting, because they're both contenders for the best. It's hard to choose. It's really hard to choose.
All-star? Grand slam?
Poop star.
Who
Grand
started
poop.
Who started that? Was it the all-star before the grand slam, or was it grand slam before the all-star?
Man,
Because I feel like somebody's taking a
feel
little
like-
something.
I feel like it's garbage compared to Denny's. You know.
The grand slam? That's at Denny's. Dang, this man don't even know.
Dang, I don't even
About
know.
his menu.
I don't know the menus. I thought it was Waffle House.
Look,
Listen, here's the thing. I don't order like the full course meals because I don't like eggs very much. I had like a bad experience with eggs one time, and it's like kind of ruined it for me ever since. I love eggs. Like,
was
as
it
an
with
ingredient.
the hard glasses that Naz showed you?
yeah. Those that ruined me that day. I could never eat eggs again.
They were too
No, I
hard.
love eggs like as an ingredient. You know, even if it's like a main ingredient, I'll love it. But an egg by itself, just I can't really do it very easily. I tried to go on like a meal plan for the first time in my life. I tried to like do a diet when I was in like 10th grade maybe, and to save time, I cooked all my food. Like I tried to do like a meal prep thing where like I cooked all my food on Sunday and I put it on the fridge and like was gonna eat it throughout the week. And I cooked eggs, put it in the fridge, tried to eat it the next day. Haven't been able to eat eggs since.
What was wrong with them?
It was disgusting. They had like gelled over. They got like jelly from being like refrigerated.
You're supposed to eat eggs fresh.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have time to like. I mean, you know, I could wake up like early, but you know, I was trying to get to school and I didn't want to. Was the thing. Yeah. It's not that I didn't have the time. It's that I wasn't willing to make the time to do that.
You can put them in the microwave too.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
I don't. But
I mean, what's the difference though? 2 minutes in the microwave or 2 minutes on the stove? Like it's the same thing. You might as well.
would be better.
You might as well make it the right way. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, dude. We keep trying to end it, and we're just in chatty.
Goodbye.
Chatty chatter. Whoa, chatty chatterbox. What were we saying earlier that we were gonna do? Like the grandmas, moms, dads.
Baby's mamas.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, look.
For real.
Tell your friends to watch, subscribe.
Tell your friends. There was some like bet we were gonna make about the friends, the chain. Doing our makeup, was that it?
We're gonna do our makeup if we get so many.
That's right. I
views on
guess
this. If we get 250,
I guess we threw that idea out the window.
If we get 250 views by the end of this month,
250 views into the month on this video, we will. Dang, 250 though. That's kind of low because we already have. We almost have 100 on the second video. 250.
Well, we'll see if these people are really telling their friends.
Then all right. 250. We can't make it too high. 250. We'll do our makeup. We can do each other's makeup, or we're gonna do our own makeup.
We'll just do our own.
Dang, I can't do my own makeup. I can't because I'm All right, listen. Here's the problem.
We'll have a film crew.
Here's the problem, bro. If I do my own makeup, then I feel like I gotta try. And I feel like I need to make it look good.
Oh, you got this.
But I need to do I have to do your makeup so I can do something goofy. Cause I can't goof myself up. I can't make myself look goofy. I gotta do good if I do my own makeup. But if I do good, then I'm like kind of gay.
Whoa.
So I gotta do yours. You gotta do mine. I can't do it any other way. Help. Or we can get someone else to do. You can get Ryan to do yours, and maybe I can find someone to do mine.
Bennett.
Bennett. Help.
Yeah. What was that picture you were showing me earlier, Bennett?
Yo, we are not talking about that on the podcast. All right, we're gonna wrap it up now, ladies and gentlemen. It's been good to have you here. We're glad you came by.
I'll see you soon, Bennett.
Bert's trying to expose my boy Bennett right now. He's trying to expose him.
Bennett's cool, man.
I love Bennett.
I'm not gonna drop him on here.
You can't, bro. You can't. But yeah. Anyways, go ahead and tell your friends. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, sisters, friends.
Your friends, sisters, friends. Tell your
babies, mamas.
Babies, mamas, hairdressers, husbands, barbers.
Third
uncles, veterinarian.
Car
salesman's dentist.
Dogs, litters, breeders, owners. I don't know.
Breeders, owners.
Whatever. I don't even really know what I just said.
Neighbors.
Flight attendant from 3 flights ago.
Flight attendant from 3 flights ago's old boss's Denny's favorite employee waitresses
Of the
month's granddaughter.
Yep, that's.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Let them know.
All right.
Well, we're glad you guys stopped by. Hope you enjoyed it.
Goodbye.
Peace.